Tornadoes are possible today across the Gulf Coast. Snow is falling in the high plains, heavy rain is causing flooding concerns, and next week brings Arctic air. Let me tell you what matters. This video covers 5 things. The tornado threat today, where snow is falling and where it's headed. Flooding concerns. What's coming next week, and what you should do right now. Severe weather. The Storm Prediction Center has a slight risk from central Alabama to southeast Texas. That includes New Orleans, Jackson, Baton Rouge, Mobile, and the area north of Houston. Marginal risk extends from Kentucky down to Houston. The tornado threat window opens at 1 this afternoon and closes around midnight. But most activity happens between 3 and 7 this evening. That's your high-risk window. After 10 tonight, the risk drops for inland areas. Near the coast, it persists a bit longer. Let me be direct. This is not a major outbreak. It's a slight risk day. That's the second level on a 5-point scale. It means scattered severe storms are likely. A few tornadoes are possible. Damaging winds and hail are the primary threats. Could we get a strong tornado? Yes. Is it likely? No. More probable outcome is several brief tornadoes, mostly weak, along with straight-line wind damage and hail. That's the typical profile for a setup like this. Why isn't this a higher risk? Too much ongoing rain, too much cloud cover. The surface low isn't positioned ideally. It's a messy setup. But messy doesn't mean harmless. We have wind shear, we have moisture, we have instability building this afternoon. That's enough for tornadoes. 2 areas need close attention. The immediate Gulf Coast from New Orleans to Mobile, and the area from Houston northeast into far east Texas and western Louisiana. These zones see the best combination of factors for rotating storms this afternoon. If you're in the threat area, here's what you do. Have a weather radio? They cost $30 and work when everything else fails. Know your safe place. Interior room, lowest floor, no windows. Put shoes and a flashlight there now. Charge your phone. Download a radar app. If a warning is issued, don't wait. Don't go outside to look. Get to your safe place immediately. Tornadoes move fast. Modern warning lead time is about 13 minutes average. That's not much. You need to know your plan before the warning, not after. Check on elderly neighbors. Make sure they can hear warnings. Make sure they have a plan. Older adults often have hearing loss. They may not hear sirens or phone alerts. A weather radio with a flashing light can help. If you have pets, know where their carriers are. Have leashes accessible. Don't leave pets tied up outside during a tornado threat. They can't escape if needed. Tomorrow, severe weather continues but at lower intensity. Marginal risk from southern Virginia to the Florida Panhandle. Isolated damaging winds and hail. Brief tornado possible near Atlanta and western North Carolina. But Saturday is less concerning than today. Most activity ends by early to mid-afternoon. Heavy rain and flooding. 2 to 5 inches of rain is forecast from northern Georgia through Mississippi to Louisiana. Central Mississippi and southern Alabama are in the bullseye. 3 to 5 inches widespread, up to 7 locally. Flash flooding is possible this afternoon and evening. That's when the heaviest rain falls. Urban areas have limited drainage capacity. Streets can flood quickly. Low water crossings in rural areas can become impassable in minutes. If you see a flooded road, turn around. Period. Don't try to judge the depth. Don't think your truck can make it. 6 inches of moving water can sweep you off your feet. A foot of water can move most vehicles. 2 feet will carry away anything, including large trucks. More than half of flood deaths happen in vehicles. People try to drive through water, get swept away, and drown. Don't be part of that statistic. Find another route. Be late. Call whoever you're meeting. Your life is worth more than punctuality. Clear your gutters if you can do it safely. Move items off basement floors if you're prone to flooding. Don't wait until water is coming in. Do it now while you have time. Snow and winter weather. The Oklahoma and Texas panhandles are getting hit hard right now. So is southwestern Kansas and southeastern Colorado. Heavy snow is falling. The panhandles could see over 6 inches. Southeastern Colorado could approach a foot, especially at higher elevations. This snow moves northeast tonight and Saturday. Kansas City sees snow tonight. Chicago, Milwaukee, northern Indiana see it Saturday morning. Michigan continues through Saturday evening. But most Midwest locations don't see major accumulation. Chicago area, northern Illinois, Northern Indiana, you're looking at 1 to 2 inches, maybe 3 in spots. Not a major storm, but it will be heavy at times. Visibility will drop during snow squalls. Roads will be slick. Northern Wisconsin and the Upper Peninsula of Michigan are different. 5 to 10 inches is possible there. If you're in those areas, this is a real winter storm. Prepare accordingly. Winter driving physics. Tires grip the road through friction. Snow and ice reduce friction. Therefore, you must slow down. Triple your following distance. Bridges freeze before roads. Slow down before you reach overpasses, not after you're on them. If you start sliding, don't slam the brakes. Take your foot off the gas. Steer where you want to go. Let the car slow naturally. If you have anti-lock brakes, apply steady pressure. If not, pump gently. Emergency kit for your car. Blanket, water, food, flashlight, phone charger, first aid kit, basic items. If you get stuck, they keep you alive. Stay with your vehicle if you get stuck. Don't try to walk for help. People die from exposure every winter that way. Run the engine for heat, but crack a window to prevent carbon monoxide buildup. Shoveling snow. Take breaks. Don't clear the whole driveway in one push. Heavy snow causes heart attacks. It's a documented medical fact. If you're over 65 or have any heart condition, hire someone. Don't risk your life over snow removal. Don't shovel multiple times during the storm unless necessary. Wait until it stops, then do it once. Moving the same snow 3 times is wasted effort and increased risk. After this system clears Sunday night, Monday is quiet. But midweek, the pattern changes. The jet stream dips. Arctic air spills south. Significant Arctic air, not just a cold snap for the north. This reaches the Gulf Coast. Forecast models show temperatures 20 to 25 degrees below normal by Thursday and Friday next week. Some areas could see colder. This creates potential for snow and ice as far south as Tennessee, Arkansas, Louisiana, and Texas. We're 9 days out. Details will change, but the overall pattern is consistent across models. Arctic outbreak, well below normal temperatures. Winter weather possible in unusual locations. Ice storms are possible across the southern United States. Ice is more dangerous than snow. Ice brings down power lines. Ice breaks tree branches. Roads become skating rinks. You cannot drive on ice safely, regardless of your skill level. Physics wins. A few years ago, Texas had an ice storm that paralyzed the state. Millions without power. Hundreds died. Burst pipes. Failed infrastructure. That happened because Arctic air reached the Gulf Coast. Next week's pattern is similar. I'm not saying we'll see an exact repeat, but the weather pattern is similar, and you need to prepare now, not 3 days from the event. Preparation steps. Make sure you can heat your home if the power fails. Fireplace, wood stove, propane heater with proper ventilation. Never use generators indoors. Carbon monoxide kills. Have a working carbon monoxide detector with fresh batteries. Stock up on food, non-perishables that don't require cooking. Canned goods, crackers, peanut butter, dried fruit, manual can opener. If the power goes out, your refrigerator stops working. Water. Fill bathtubs before a storm hits. If you're on a well, the pump needs electricity. If you're on city water, have bottled water anyway. Pipes can freeze and burst. Medications. Make sure you have enough to last a week without refilling. Pharmacies may be closed or unreachable during winter storms. Cash. ATMs don't work without power. Have enough cash for a week of basic needs. Gas tank. Fill it. Gas pumps need electricity. Fill up before the storm, not during. Protect pipes. Let faucets drip during extreme cold. Open cabinet doors under sinks. If pipes freeze, don't use open flames to thaw them. Hair dryer or heating pad only. For those in the south who aren't used to winter weather, understand that ice storms are serious. They're not like a day of cold weather. They're infrastructure-threatening events. Power can be out for days. Roads can be impassable for days. You need to be self-sufficient for potentially a week. The data I'm using comes from the National Weather Service, the Storm Prediction Center, and multiple forecast models, the NAM, GFS, and European models. They don't always agree on details, but when they agree on a major pattern shift, that's significant. Model accuracy decreases with time. Tomorrow's forecast is reliable. Next week's forecast is the general pattern, not specific details. Anyone who claims perfect accuracy 10 days out is overselling. Weather is chaotic. Small changes compound over time. But major pattern shifts show up consistently when they're real. The models showed the polar vortex of 2014 days in advance. They showed last winter's Arctic blast. They weren't perfect on timing or intensity, but they captured the pattern. That's what we're seeing now. Let me summarize the key points. Today, tornado threat across the deep south from 1 this afternoon to midnight. Peak hours 3 to 7 this evening. If you're in the threat zone, be ready. Heavy rain causes flooding concerns through Saturday morning. Snow tonight and Saturday affects Kansas City, Chicago, and Michigan. Totals modest for most areas except northern Wisconsin and upper Michigan. Next week, major Arctic blast. Temperatures well below normal. Winter weather possible in the south. 3 action items for today. First, if you're in the tornado threat zone, make sure you're ready. Weather radio, safe place, charged phone. Second, if you're in the flooding zone, clear gutters and move valuables. Third, if you're in the snow zone, make sure you have emergency supplies for your car. 3 action items for this weekend. First, stock up on basics: food, water, medications. Second, fill your gas tank. Third, check on elderly neighbors and family. 3 action items for next week. First, ensure you can heat your home without power. Second, protect your pipes from freezing. Third, be prepared to stay home if ice is forecast. I'll update tomorrow morning. I may go live today if severe weather develops. Subscribe with notifications on so you don't miss it. One final thought. Weather events are manageable when you're prepared. They're disasters when you're not. The difference between those outcomes is preparation and decision-making. You control both. Don't panic. Don't ignore. Prepare appropriately. Make smart decisions. Check on vulnerable people. And stay informed. That's what matters. Stay safe.